Hello and welcome to the city of Kuching, and you'll probably find that I'll say that a few times because I like saying Kuching. I got here yesterday. I travelled all the way down from Cebu on a 6-hour bus ride, costing me 60 ringgit. And once I arrived here, I have one word that I can describe the place, and that is wow, with a capital W. So at the moment I'm down at the waterfront, and just to give you a quick look at this place, there you go, amazing. I'm here for, meant to be 2 nights, but already I've extended for a third night because there is so much to do around here. And I'm staying in a hostel which is costing me £4 a night, and it's just over there, and it's behind, I can't know if you can see that, but the hotel in front of me is the Hilton. Just around the corner is the Sheraton. There is 4 5-star hotels, and my hostel is right in the middle of them. And what I'm going to be doing is showing you the hostel later on, because it's one of the most unusual that I've seen in over 100 accommodations I've stayed over in the last 10 years. I have arrived in the city of Kuching at a good time. Today is Malaysia Day, and it is a national holiday. That is why it's very quiet. There was a big celebration last night which I knew nothing about until I heard a lot of fireworks going off, which was all the way down there, by which time I was in bed tucked up. So Malaysia Day is celebrated for the formation of Malaysia. It was mainly focused in the Sarawak state here, and then the rest of Malaysia went, oh, if they can have it, so can we. So now it's a national holiday. So I have been out and about trying to find breakfast. That is the Hilton. That is, yeah, expensive. I've been out and about trying to find breakfast, and everything is closed. And I was lucky enough to find India Cafe. And this is a really nice place. Not often I recommend any place, but it is a vegetarian vegan place, which my friend Sophie back at home will be so proud of me for going in. That is beautiful down there. And the breakfast I got was bread with dips and scrambled eggs, and came to 20 ringgit 50 with a cappuccino, which is really good. And the staff, amazing. So the idea is I am going to do a video now just going around and showing you just what Kuching is like, Kuching, and then show you the hostel, just to give you an idea of where I'm staying and just give you a flavour. There is a lot of history here, a lot of history, and I want to do it justice by doing a separate video of going around. And then as I came out last night, the whole city was lit up like it was Christmas. It was just beautiful. So I want to do a nighttime video as well. There's so much to look forward to. The city is clean, tidy. Speaking to people in the hostel, they will agree with me that it is expensive, mainly because it is a major tourist place, and there's a lot of street art around as well. Look at that. Now I know that this place was going to be expensive when I arrived here by the bus, and I tried to get a taxi to come here, and the hostel is just up there. It cost me 32 ringgit, which is the most I've paid for any taxi in Borneo, Malaysia side. And this is my last city in Malaysia, Borneo. I'm going to be heading over to the Indonesian side in 2 days time, could be 3, depending on how much I like this place, which could happen. Never know with me. Now I've had a couple of messages sent to me asking about my budget. A lot of people are really curious about how I get my money, how come I'm on a budget, where it comes from. And it's not just people watching this, it's people in the hostel as well when I'm meeting them. So I'm going to tell you all how I get the money. So I'm ex-military, and the day I left my full service of being in the British Army, I got an immediate pension. And once my bills are all paid off back at home, I have £800 a month for me to spend on me, on travelling. That works out roughly about £25 a day, and that's all I have. So I have to be very, very careful of spreading the money out throughout the month, because at the start of the month I get very excited, and then by the end of the month I'm going, noodles for tea from the local shop. On top of that, I do make money out of YouTube. So for filming every single day, editing every single night for a couple of hours, I make on average about £60 a month. Not a lot, but it's something for me to do, carry on a night time as a hobby. I also get some money from my donation page, which is Buy Me a Coffee, and I'll make some cash out of that. And every time I do make any money from the donations, I am really, really happy about it. So that's my budget. That's how I make my money. That's how I spend it. And as long as I've got a bed for the night, I've got food in my stomach, then what else do I need? But with some places being more expensive than the others, yeah, I do tend to go over budget. But let's talk about Kuching. And Kuching means cat. I think cat is the Malayan word. And there are cat statues. I've seen a few of them already. And because it's Malaysia Day, there's a lot of the museums closed. In fact, they're all closed. Right, let's go towards, past the Hilton. Look at that. While looking at research this morning, I did discover that Kuching was intact after the Second World War. While most of Borneo were all flattened, this city was quite safe, so it's rebuilt itself over the years from that. There's a lot of industries, financial, within Kuching. So that's how it's such a rich city. and it's a city I've never even heard of. Right, I'm only walking back because I need to go into the centre. As I'm walking along the waterfront, there is lots of signs saying do not throw litter into the river, and then you've got a water quality monitoring station to check on the water itself. I mean, that is clean. And going towards the centre is this way. Now the taxi that brought me to the centre yesterday from the bus station, it took about 25 minutes drive with hardly any traffic, which shows you how big the place is. And the other reason that I may be staying an extra night is because to go over to Indonesia side of Borneo, I need to have a visa, which is $50 US. So staying another night will save me cash before I get my next lot of pension money. So there's shopping malls all the way around. This is obviously the touristy end. Just running across the road there. Wow. And if you have seen any of my videos beforehand, usually I'll just walk around randomly with a bit of a plan and just show you sights and try and explain what they are, but I think I need to do this place justice. And there's the Sheraton Hotel, all lit up last night. You'll see it again in the next video. And I said cats, statues. And on this side of Malaysian Borneo, I've seen more Western tourists here than in the whole of the last week and a half. So I guess that there is a lot of tourism for Europeans. I wonder if I could stay there for £4 a night. Kuching is also famous for its food. There is so much culinary delight here. So many cafes, restaurants, Chinese, Western, Mediterranean. You just spoil for choice. Or in my case, plenty of noodles and 7-Eleven. So cheap. And this is the area just outside the hostel. Now the hostel is unusual because it's the first time ever I've come across one that has no reception, no staff. So when I booked it online on booking.com, I got a WhatsApp message straight away saying, welcome to the hostel, I will see you tomorrow night, please send a photograph of your passport, which I did because all hostels require you to hand over your passport for them to check. So that's the name of the place, Sunset Homestay. When you arrive, and you are given instructions of what you've got to do. And it's not in a flash area or anything, apart from the hotels around you. But you walk down here. As I said, it's all given to you over WhatsApp. Exactly what you need to do. You are given a code, and that code is for these boxes here. You put your code in, and inside is a key. From there, and I just thought I'd show you that. So you got self-checking time. You're not allowed to go more than that time. Or check-in before 2 o'clock, they'll charge you more. So there's block A, block B, and the studio, which is the private rooms. You get your key, and hopefully I've still got mine on us. Check. Where is my key? So there's my key and my bed space number. Opens up, and that's you checked in. Who needs stuff? Now, all along the stairs there is various rules, regulations, what you're meant to do, what you're not meant to do. There is things you can do. You can rent a car. Various information on what you can do activity-wise. I nearly went for that. 50 ringgit a day to hire one. So the rooms are to the left, but here is a common area. So last night there was about 4 or 5 people here just chatting away. It was just nice. The aircon works. There is a washing machine through there, which is cheap to use. And then there's the bedrooms. So that's the hostel, £4 a night. When I went to the bedroom, the dorm, I wasn't able to speak because there's people still sleeping at 12:30 in the afternoon. They can do whatever they want. But you can see it's clean, it's tidy, it's for the money, it's really worth it. But it's strange that there's no reception. You do get cleaners in. I've never seen one yet, but it's clean. So that was Kuching, a city that is so far amazing, and I've only shown you a small selection. The next video I am actually going to go out and show you as much as I can, the whole history, the whole culture, things like why was there a British dynasty for 100 years in this city, why are cats important? I have no idea. But if you've enjoyed this video, you've got to press that like button. If you want to subscribe and see what Kuching is like, then press that subscribe button and press that bell in the corner. But until next time, bye bye for now.